Good morning, trading world. It is December 3rd, 8:19 a.m. Um, what a weekend, what a weekend, what a weekend. Um, we knew this was going to be a pretty much binary event, either a long way up or a long way down. Um, Based on events that we couldn't really imagine. Um, the G20 summit was basically put on hold with a pause to a positive pause to the China trade talks. And what that effectively did to the market, that was basically positive news for the China trade, saying that they put a halt to the tariffs. And they calmed down on going each other at each other's throats with all these tariffs. And they calmed down a little bit and agreed to not go forward and to have some serious talks within the 90 days. And the market took that as a big ripping hooray. So over time, everything jumped. Not just jumped, it leaped. Um, I was in a trade as of Friday. Um, it's probably going to be impossible to see where I was in trade, but let's just say, um, let's bring it down here to this one. Okay. Um, hmm, where was it? The volatility was so heavy um, this Friday that you had no idea where we were going. And I know that a lot of moves happened overnight, so I wanted to be in my opinion, or I was currently wearing my Bears hat, so I was short. And being that I was short probably. Actually, this is where I was short coming into Friday. I took this position on Thursday, seeing that this was going to be very good resistance. And so coming in on Friday, I had already been short, taking that position on Thursday. I remember being out on the road and looked, and we had already made an up and a down, and I had drawn this triangle. And my mindset was Friday, if we break here, if we break this triangle, whichever way we break the triangle first is where we're going. And when I saw that we had came down, touched it, and did not go, I was looking for the next down toward the opening, and I was going to take that position off. However, I was distracted. The next time I looked back at it, we were basically at the top, about to pierce. And so once we pierced, I let it play for a while. And once we knocked out these highs, a little bit above those highs, I decided to go ahead and cut my losses. It, it wasn't going to be good. So I exited that position Friday. Now, uh, looking at things now, we have bounced beyond belief almost. Um, And I think some people are really thinking that this rally has taken hold. I am still a contrarian at the time. I don't believe this rally is actually taking hold. Um, I believe this is basically what's called a pain trade. So many people were set for the downside move that it didn't make sense for the market movers to actually take it down. So there would be more losses in the public by continuing that rally, in which it did. So now that we're back up in space and everyone thinks everything is good, um, we could possibly get this sell off again sometime this week. Um, what I will be looking for, especially in the SPY, I am looking for a retest of 281 and possibly this 282 87 cluster here. If we touch that, that's a definite sign for me to actually get short again. I'm going to set up some alerts and see what happens. But I expect to somewhat continue this rally, but we have a huge gap. We have a gap down to 275, basically, from 280 to 275. At some point in time, we are going to make up that gap. At some point in time. So, what I will be looking to do is somewhere between 280 and 283, 282. I will be looking to take another short position. Um, may not be the real sell off that I was looking back down to 269, but I see at some point in time we're going to make up that gap. Um, so that's pretty much what I will be looking for. Um, all across the board, pretty much everything rallied. Um, when it comes to Microsoft, Microsoft is at highs. It is at market highs, and I've been saying I've been watching Microsoft because Microsoft has been unscathed. That is the thing that is holding tech in place. Also, with the financials is what's holding the S&P in place. Um, and we were at dire levels at that 2650, and we're way up off of that 2650. Another key thing to look at is volatility itself. Coming into Friday, we were almost 19. We had been hovering around the 19 area, and we got this huge drop in volatility. But this huge drop down to 16, that's still not where we were as far as the lows coming into this volatility. We were around 10 and in single digits. So volatility has not left. Just because we had a huge up move, that just means we're volatile up. Now I'm looking for the volatile down move. It's like a rubber band being stretched to capacity. Before it settles at rest, it hits extremes. It stretched way past where it was going, and then it tried to stretch way, back down to where it came from. So that's what's going on with volatility in my eyes. So I'm going to kind of sit back, wait for um, things to hit, and see if I can catch this 281 to 283 level on SPY over the next couple days, and see if I can't get just a deep out of the money put on at that area for the duration of at least 7 days. Um, because that's how I see it. So, um, be careful of the rallies. I think they're uh, still looking to fade the rally. So be very, very, very careful. Don't really see how much further it'll go up from here, but still looking to fade the rally. So with that, I wish you good luck in your trading and hope you prosper. Good day.